Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you guys all the crochet projects that I have worked on and finished in the last 7 days. And before we get started, I do want to mention, unfortunately, my ring light has bit the dust, so I'm having to work with the light that I have in my room, which is not the best, so please bear with me for the next several videos until I'm able to get a new ring light. So anyways, let's just get started. So if you can't tell, I'm wearing 2 of my finished objects. So this hat right here is a Bag O' Day pattern. It is the fall through beanie, and I have made it before, but I just really love the texture, and it's a really fun beanie to make because it's not monotonous at all. It has several different stitches. She uses front post, she uses some half double crochet cluster stitches, some single crochets, and so there's a good variety in there. And so I just really enjoyed this pattern, and this is the Yarn Bee Purl Spun. I hauled this the other day, I think it was last week. I did a Hobby Lobby haul, and the Purl Spun is definitely one of my new favorite yarns. I cannot wait to go and pick up more. It is only $3.99 for 150 yards, but with the 30% off, it equaled out to $2.79 before tax. So an amazing price. One skein, I had a little bit left over after I made this beanie, and I just love this pattern. Bag O' Day, she does awesome patterns. I'm sure you guys know that. But I just recently started doing her patterns, and I've really enjoyed it. So I just love this beautiful color. It's called Rust. It's a great fall color. And I debated putting a pom-pom on the top, but I don't think I'm going to with this one. I like it the way that it is. So that is the first object. And then the object that you guys have been waiting for to see me finish, I have finally finished, and it is my cardigan. Well, it's not my it's my cardigan, but I didn't write the pattern. So the pattern is by Lakeside Loops, and it's called the Delaney Cardigan. She made it with velvet yarn. The only reason why I chose not to do it with velvet yarn is because in the past I have found that when I work with velvet, it comes loose easily. Like when I weave in my ends, they always seem to pop out, and I just didn't want to put so much hard work into a cardigan and have it come apart. And so I chose to use the Caron Colorama Ogo in the color Nutmeg Frost, and I have a little haul / review of the yarn and the Ogo format that I will link below. But before I stand up and show you guys the full item, I did just want to mention that this pattern was very easy to follow. She has a video that explains some of the more challenging parts like seaming and things like that, which seaming this up took me about 2 hours. Because I'm not comfortable with it, I haven't made many clothing items. I just am not comfortable seaming. It just makes me nervous that I'm gonna ruin it, but I think I did a decent job. The way that she has you to do it is to slip stitch. She said, of course, you can use a yarn needle, but slip stitching worked best for me, and it was a challenge, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But anyway, this cardigan just feels super nice and soft, and it was really fun to make. It took me about 3 weeks. Of course, it wasn't the only project that I worked on, so I could have got it done faster, but it took me about 3 weeks. So anyway, I'm just gonna stand up and share it with you guys. Okay, so I chose to make the medium. The yarn that I used, even though it is a 5-weight yarn or labeled as a 5-weight yarn, the reason it is labeled that way is because of the halo, and so it is a little on the thinner side, especially compared to the velvet. So I knew that it was going to come out a little smaller than what hers did. So I made the medium, and I kind of wish I would have made the large. I would have liked it to be a little bit longer, but I do like the length of it. It does fit very well. The sleeves fit very well. I really love this drop sleeve, oversized type of look. And then The ribbing is very nice. I did mess up a little bit on the ribbing and made it a little more cinched in than it was supposed to be, but I think it turned out well. And as you can see, it is color block. I don't know with the lighting how much that's gonna show up. There we go. You can kind of see there the difference between the dark and the back and the light panel, but I do really like it. It is more noticeable, the color blocks, you know, the differences in the color is more noticeable in person, but it's still sort of subtle because it's all that same tone, that nutmeg tone, and so yeah, I really like it. It fits great, and I think I need to get a white shirt. I don't have any white shirts to wear under it, and I think that white would look really good with this, but the black looks good too, and I think it actually looks really good with this rust colored beanie. So what do you guys think? I'd love to know. This is the first cardigan that I've ever made, and I will definitely be making more. Evelyn and Peter, she is one of my favorite YouTubers, but she has a pattern coming out for a hoodie, and I love me a hoodie, so I will definitely be making that pattern, so be on the lookout for that when she releases it. But yeah, what do you guys think? I'm happy with it. I really like it, and I can't wait to wear it out. So my next project is one that I made for my niece, and it is actually the same pattern. I'm in the process of making Christmas gifts at the moment. I finally sat down the other night and wrote out my whole entire Christmas list, and it's such a relief to get it out of my mind and onto paper. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I'm definitely a pen and paper notes type of girl where if it's just up here floating around in my brain, I get really overwhelmed by that. So if I can just get it down on paper, I feel like it's released from my mind. So I'm so happy to have that done, and I'm making quite a few things for people, but I chose to do smaller projects so that I wouldn't get overwhelmed and end up being like last minute trying to get stuff done. So anyway, I made a beanie for my niece, and this is using the, I believe it's by Yarn Bee, the Tweed Indeed, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that's what it's called. So this I got at the clearance sale at Hobby Lobby, and this is the color Ocean Tweed. I can't remember the name of this one, but it is a pink with some purple flecks in it. You probably aren't going to be able to tell with the awful lighting. But and then I added this little pink pom-pom, and it's one that has the elastic on it, so I did sew a button here on the inside and then loop the elastic around, and it's very sturdy. I'm hoping that it fits her. She is 5 years old. I put it on my 4-year-old to see how it fit him, and it does fit him just right. So he did say it kind of squeezed his head, so I'm a little nervous that it might be a little tight on her, but with her being a girl, she is a little bit smaller than him, so hopefully it will be fine. And it is cotton, which I have found that cotton kind of stretches out, so hopefully it will fit, but I do think it is very cute, and I can't wait to give it to her. And then the only whip that I worked on this week is one of the scrubbies that I worked on in the Crochet and Chat video that I did for Tuesday. I will link that below as well. But it's just a Christmas colored scrubby. So I have finished up the rows of just the cotton, and I have added in the scrubby yarn. So I'm using the Scrubology, and then there's the cotton. So I worked on this. I did do a few rows of the other Christmas print that I hauled last week in that Hobby Lobby haul. I got one more Christmas print that looked very similar to this, and I just kind of wanted to see the difference. So I did a few rows of that, but I don't have it sitting here with me. And it is very similar. It just has more white. So less of the colors and more white. But I do love the way you can't really notice when you look at it like close, but when you look at it far away and on camera, it kind of has this like, it's kind of like pulling together, you know, the colors. So that's pretty cool. yeah, so that is it for this week. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing the cardigan finally finished. I can't wait to make another one. And I did want to mention that it's not itchy at all. So I hate itchy crochet stuff if it's going to be a clothing item, and this is not itchy at all, because I wondered with the halo if the halo would be bothersome, especially, see, I wore a tank top to see what it would feel like on my bare arms, and it feels good. It feels very soft and very comfortable, so very excited about that. Love the beanie. Can't wait to wear that out as well. And definitely let me know what you all have been working on. You're more than welcome to send me a picture through my email or on Instagram, and I can't wait to chat with you guys in the comments. So I wasn't prepared today and didn't have my Bible verse ready, so let me go ahead and pick one out, and I will be right back. Okay, so the verse is one from Psalm 23, which is one of my favorite psalms, and it is from verse 6. So it says, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever." And that is just such an awesome thing to think on, that we will get to, those of us who believe in Jesus as our Savior, we get to have that hope of dwelling with Him forever. And it's just such a reassuring thought. I'm very, very thankful for that. If you guys have never read through Psalm 23, it's not very long, but it's such a comforting psalm. It's all about how God is our shepherd, and it has brought a lot of peace into my soul, and I know probably many of yours as well. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Sorry again about the lighting. Hopefully you don't mind too much, but I really pray that you guys have a great rest of your day and a great rest of the week, and may God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Okay, and then my next finished... I can't talk today. My next finished object... Why did I slap my knee? Okay. Get with it. All right, my next... Why am I struggling today?